Welcome back, folks. Patch 1.0.2 has finally updated on the test server to iteration number 2. So they finally buffed this vehicle, mostly with the speed. Originally it had 11.11 horsepower per ton ratio, and that sucked. It moved like a heavy tank. Now it's about 19, so they buffed it from 500 horsepower to 860. Which is dramatically required for this tank. It has relatively no armor, but pretty good camo. They buffed the firepower by the DPM a little bit. They increased the gun traverse angles a little bit, so it's a little bit more comfortable. And it has 9 degrees of gun depression to the sides, so you could play this in like a E50. Gun depression at the front sucks, only 5 degrees, but the sides are a lot better. So yeah, let's put this vehicle to a test drive. I put my female crew from my T-54, and I have rammer, vertical stabilizer, and coated optics, because this vehicle originally has 410 meters of view range, which is 10 more than the actual average tier 10 Russian mediums. So it's a passive scout, mostly. You cannot be that aggro with this vehicle like with the Object 430U, to a less degree T62A or the Object 140, so it's more of a support, so you should play like it. Accuracy is the same as the T62A, but this thing aims pretty quick, so I do recommend you using zoom mods like 30x or 50x to help you zoom in and shoot at targets, because it's mostly a sniper tank, mostly. Gun's shell velocity, pretty good, very fast, 1700 meters per second. DPM's also Russian, so pretty good as well. Penetration is also very good, so it's a sniping tank. It has no armor, so play it as a sniping tank. I originally thought this vehicle was pretty huge, but it's not as big. It turns out the road wheels are very small compared to the regular road wheels on the T62A, so it looks relatively okay-ish in size, but play this thing passively. Do not be too aggressive. And you do have an engine deck in the front, which artillery will shoot at, and they will hit and damage your engine and all this stuff, so that sucks. And it has no gun depression other than the sides, so shoot at the sides but exposing your front. So play a little bit more supporty or passively than the 430U, obviously. So mobility has been dramatically improved. I played like one game on the first iteration and that was horrible. It played like a freaking Tiger 2 or Panther 2. Mobility sucked. Two 7.7s are already here, so don't be too aggressive. Fire extinguisher is not expensive. I've been spotted, obviously. Now I am in prime artillery zone, so I'll try not to stay around here much. Jag Panzer E100. Oh my god. Whole bus is here. So yeah, gun's very accurate, very fast, and pretty decent penetration. Even though this thing has like 220 millimeters of turret armor, it's not that much. So in this situation where everybody clusterfucks into this corner, flank around. And if they push your teammates, you have like 2 tank destroyers behind you. So flank around. And shooting on the move is superb. So the tank destroyers behind me will support me. I'm just afraid of the version number 4 around this corner. So that's why I put coated optics. shooting his turret. Yeah, the 62A's turret is a lot stronger. Alright. So, be a little bit more cautious when playing this thing, obviously. It's a sniper tank, so think of it as a bat chat, but not as fast. Wait, he's flipped over! La 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 la. Ho 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 ho. Ah, missed. I want the pinata though. Damn, missed again. No, don't shoot the pinata. I want some XP out of this guy. Damn it! My pinata. Or his pinata. Everybody's pinata. Son of a. Alright. I mean, still, the physics is a thing, and there's a slightly higher latency or higher ping than the. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's the ping issue as well. It is in Germany. Yeah, it's in Germany. The servers are in Germany, and we're connecting across the. Whoa! Don't trip. Now announce your position and flick around. What? Space armor. Oh, I'll get him. Alright, 268 version number 4. Not version number 4. So he should be a piece of cake. Oh, he donked the shot. So it's a little bit weird. Shoot the tracks off. No. Die. He donked the shot again? Alright, we'll keep. Oh, okay, we can go this way. Okay. So, the mobility is a lot better. Originally, with the 11.11 horsepower per ton ratio, you cannot circle strafe. Just no way. It's a heavy tank. Yeah, so mobility is much improved. Much improved, but it's still a support tank, and in the current meta, support tanks are not that great. You usually want OPS, frontline, brainless, just charging tanks like the 430U. You just don't even think about it. Just go. So you have to think about this vehicle's gun arcs, gun depression, the lack of armor, and the restrictability of the handling of the gun and stuff. Also, they're testing new versions of Glacier Map and new versions of the mines for better balancing, hopefully. Not on this test server though, it's still the same. But is it a good tank if you drive all the way from the 416 to the new 430 version number 2? I still prefer my T62A, but that's just probably me playing a lot of games in it, and I have my female cruising that one too. So, I mean, the T54 is the original god of tier 9 mediums, including the E50, but you also have a decent choice of the Object 140 or the T62A afterwards. Whereas for this vehicle, coming from the recent nerf to the 430 version number 2, I mean, if you have nothing else to do, sure, but nah, it feels alright. I mean, it's not super aggro like the 277, like any other Russian tanks you know. So, okay, but it's like a pseudo bad chat, if you will. Because I can spot, I have a lot of view range. I put it coated optics, and my base view range is 270. Or 270? 470. Team kills? Team kills. So yeah, if you have view range, holy shit. This is what happens when you have view range. And a good sniping gun. Just insane. And I still got him. See? That's how good a view range is. I am literally spotting on the edge of the map. Literally on the edge. No problem. And the FE4005 has no camo. And no view range also. So Jesus, just slaughter. Alright, for 140, there's also a patent there. We have a 277 coming there as well. There is a 57 heavy, or nobody in the middle. So let's go take a look quickly. Just poke out a little bit and go back. Just to make sure the status quo is clean. And go back to this position. Yeah, so vehicles with view range. Like, view range is one of the most important factors, including DPM. So if you can see people, if they cannot see you, then jeez. But would you play a back chat over this vehicle? That's a good question. If you want to play a little bit more passive of a back chat and not assassination type, this vehicle is perfect. Yeah, this vehicle is great if you're playing the more passive back chat, because it's not as fast, but has better camo and a better sniping gun, a lot better sniping gun. So therefore, and therefore you want to shoot at targets like these, no problem. Get out of here! Get out of here! Light tank, shoot! So yeah, play a little bit more passively of a scout support medium. But yeah, if you have view range, so that's why I put coated optics. That's why I have a camo pattern on it, and I have a good crew. So it should not be wasted too much. But this is a support vehicle. Do not play this thing too aggressively. There we go. So 2,000 damage spotted. Simple. Most of their vehicles are over there, so we can charge the middle. I do not want to face the T-57 heavy, but if he does go over, the Yak Panzer E100 will have a shot. So always make sure you have support of some sort, even if it's across the map. But just make sure you have some sort of support and some way to get away, out and out, like a fire exit. Always make sure you know the fire exit, because run away. Oh, T-57 heavy, that's a big dude to contest. So yeah, view range on this vehicle is great. I missed. 7. Don't get nuked by that thing. Okay, if I get nuked, nuke the front. Don't nuke the sides. Ah, there you go. If I get nuked, always don't like, even if you're going to get hit by super large caliber guns like that one, go like angle your armor to the front. Sometimes it just doesn't pen, even if it deals like 1,000 damage. That's fine, you survive. But yeah, just try not to get nuked. Ah, I missed. E50 rams a T-57 heavy. Well, it has less health than the average Russian mediums. It has 150 less health, so you have to be a little bit more cautious. But it's the same health as the Batchat. Yeah, spotting. If you have the view range, it works great, perfectly great. And yeah, sniper. Tank sniper. So yeah, view range. I have the coated optics. I have a very good crew. So recon, as well as loader has a sixth sense situation. Yeah, my loader has situational awareness, but it's not active because currently it's for the commander, so does not apply. But yeah, base view range, mwah, excelente. 410. 410 is great, actually. When you think about it, for a Russian tank, that's great. It's close to the 420. It's not 420 yet, like the Patton, like the Centurions, but close enough. And put coated optics. It already has a lot of DPM. It already has okay-ish mobility. So I thought, put coated optics instead of vents. You could put vents, but this is a sniping vehicle. This is a support vehicle. The more view range you have with a support, the better. And if you're going aggro, like with the T62A or with the 430U, then obviously you want to use vents because you're more close range, you don't need that much more view range, and you can handle yourself with the armor, and it will block stuff, but this vehicle doesn't have that much armor. So you want to be a little bit more cautious. I was afraid of being nuked. Surprisingly, not that much people are playing this vehicle. Mostly because of the first iteration and how terrible the engine power was. 500 horsepower engine gives you 11.11. That's god awful. It's not a bad tank. Well, currently it's not a bad tank. Originally on the initial iteration, it was pretty below average. It was okay, but it was like a slower T62A without the turret armor. That was it. That was the only gimmick. So, I mean, it has a good gun. Fast velocity, above average penetration by like 10 or so for the millimeters. But, yeah, the armor wasn't holding up, and it was slow. So, might as well play a tank destroyer. Might as well. So, in this situation, I'm going to play a little bit more passively in the back. It's a city map. Do not like city maps with vehicles that are meant to snipe. And vehicles like the Grill 15 gets wrecked on this map. Ay ay ay. Ah, bumper cars. So you have perfect view range and good view on the alleyway over there. So you want to have 30x zoom or 50x zoom, and you can get that from base XVM. So you don't need to use the XVM parts, you just need to use the... Yeah, try to shoot me. Come on, punk. Yeah, there we go. Yep. I doubt his gun is that accurate. Yeah, never mind. Stupid rubble! Blocking all my shots. Oh, firing high explosive in the tank. How freaking original! Suck it! So you want to have your advantage over his. Your advantage is your gun. Your gun's accuracy, your gun's penetration, your shell velocity. Against his armor, yeah, no problem. Shoot the lower plate. Okay, we have a 277 encroaching on the sides. Already lost most of the field, all the field actually. So we have a team killing FE455. Wonderful. It's a test server. I mean, normal servers are also. The gun depression is pretty bad. So I can't even shoot over the stuff or plate. So I'll try to hold him off, but right now he is pre-aim onto me, so I'll wait a little bit. Oh god. Yeah, the vehicle has a very low profile, so shooting it is rather tricky. But it also means he has a low target to shoot at me. Never mind. Go chill anyways. Go. High explosive. Ah, dang. Oh, that's from the FE455. Well, at least I'm spotting him, so that's good. So keep to it. Team's folding pretty hard. Oh, no. I mean, sometimes you have garbage teammates who team kills. What do you expect? Can I side screen? So I know how strong the 277's armor now. I still got one more hit in. That's fine. I got one more hit in. That's all good. Oh, two idiots team kills. Wonderful. What? You don't even need gold shell against the tank. Jeez. And the 277 has 265-ish millimeters of pen. I mean, crap happens. What are you gonna expect? Especially on other servers as well. It's not like all the other servers are good, right? But is it worth it to have this vehicle after you grind all the way from the A44 to the 416 to the 430 version number 2? Is it a good in-game vehicle? Is it good, like, solid in-game vehicle at tier 10? I mean, if we're playing on frontline or even grand battle mode, then this vehicle should be pretty decent. You want to have large open areas where you have your view range and your gun as the main advantage over, you know, derpy guns like the 430U or like the IS-7. The gun's super derpy, trying to shoot across the map and trying to snipe. That's not sniping gun. So the only way this vehicle has a key advantage is open field maps. Same goes with the Batchat. It will utilize the view range, it will utilize the sniping capabilities to overcome the slower, bulkier tanks like the IS-7, like the Mouses. So if we have frontline as a main source of a mode that we can play all the time, then this vehicle is pretty good. I mean, in that mode, vehicles like the Scorpion G, the STRV S1 currently, there are sniping tanks that they could shoot across the map. So if you have some view range, if you have the Projecto M35 with a Kodo optics, it's pretty reasonable. But same goes with any other sniping tanks. You want to have open field maps. So the more meta, the more open field maps you have, the better for this vehicle. Currently, it's all corridor maps. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great for this tank. So you want to play as support as much as possible. We have a... Nobody plays the 705A. I haven't seen that vehicle for a long time. I mean, it is good, but everybody just focus on the 430Us and the version number 4s. 268 version number 4s. It's been a while. Batchat's behind the castle. You have a mob dudes. So there's no. Usually you have a tank destroyer right here to help protect stuff. So let's knock down the tree, give you some more cover. We'll try to protect the hill over there. You could drive sideways to have more gun depression, obviously. B, but it's still a random battle mode, so you want to spread out, you want to flank, yada 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 yada. Ooh, perfect shot on the 430U, if we have one. And let's see how good this gun is. So turn to the sides for more gun depression. He's out of range. Missed. He's out. Have dudes on the hill. I don't think the 277 could snipe from that position, so I'll try to readjust because there's another K-91 over here. So divert your attention by 1 second. There's a dude on the hill. Try to support. Immediate support, obviously. Don't. Ah, bad angle. There's still some latency to the shot, but come on, that's on the road wheel. A 113. Okay. Shots over here. No. So flick to the sides for more gun depression. He does not spot me. That's good. Get his tracks. There we go. He still haven't spotted me. Get his tracks again. Oh, scheiße. Wow, the cam was pretty good. For 30U spamming gold shell. What did you expect? New vehicle. Ah, did not get the freaking tracks. Come on. The turret is very strong. The 277. It's like 300 millimeters at the front. That angle. So I'm trying to support the 705 as much as possible. But let's see if we have shots on the hill. Yes, we do. Somewhat, a little bit. Is that his gun? Ooh, there's a lot of dudes. Ah, come on! You should be very good at accuracy. Come on! Come back! Come back! Okay. Ah, space armor! Jesus! OP! There we go. Much better. On the engine deck. Cupola is very strong. Let's see, go towards the 62A. There we go. Alright, drive him off. Alright, we're winning, so that's good. The team pulled back. That's nice. And we won the hill, so there is a lonely 277 on the hill. I just barely missed. Come on, one more shot. There we go. Let's go for the 277. So this is a support tank. Play it as a support tank. Do not be too aggro. You have to realize this is not a 430U. This is not a in-your-face armor, and I can brawl all the time. No, it's not. Utilize to the camo factor, utilize the gun sniping potential and the shell velocity and the penetration. It's not a brawler. So you cannot trade your health. This thing doesn't have that much health. And it doesn't have armor. Somewhat. You could get some bounces, some lucky bounces, but don't rely on it. There's a 430U. Scheiße. There's a 268 version number 4 and it's covering the 277. So for now, try to kill this Type 5 to soften up the teammates. Soften him up. Come on, reload the gun, reload the gun, reload the gun. Damn it, back angle. So you need zoom on. Zoom on help you tremendously shooting at targets across the map. So don't go for this 277 because it's a bait. That's a bait. Because there's a lot of tank destroyers covering the covering Type 5. Ah, stupid fountain. They're supposed to be destructible. So we can snipe the Type 5 if we spot him, but he should not be able to spot us at this range. We should be able to spot him right now. He's gone. There's a 268 version number 4. He should not be able to spot me when I'm crossing over here. R277 is AFK at base, pretty much, I guess. I thought he was sniping, but he's AFK. So frontally against a Type 5, one high explosive AT will probably do it, but I'm also afraid of getting shot by the 268. So we'll see, but teammates have pushed up on the right flank as well. So switch back to APCR. And let's go for this thing. Well, the Type 5 is encroaching onto the hill. But it's against a E3. How much health did the AMX have? Not that much. Shit. Bad angle. Damn it, missed the kill. Type 5 is on the bottom of the castle, not on the top, so that's good. If my teammates... Oh, there you go. Shoot the Type 5. Now we have perfect shots onto the hill. Artillery, stay away from the E3. Let's see if I can spot them with my view range. I should be able to. And let's see if we can shoot our artillery. Got his tracks. There we go. Perfect. Can I go down there? Sure, why not? Just don't crash my vehicle. Alright, good. We're not going to tangle with the 268 version number 4. Let's clear out all these dudes. Oh shit. We're still at 277? He hasn't spotted me yet. That's good. Where is their other artillery? So let me spot the 277 for the E3 on the hill. There he is. Oh, he is AFK. He's AFK. Go for the artillery. Scumbag firing gold. Get some spotting damage. Beware of artillery, beware of that guy. Scumbags. Scumbags! Should be good. I should be good. Yeah! There we go! Scumbags. No, scumbag. 9! Not for me today. Ugh. So you don't really need gold shell with this vehicle. I mean, if you can aim, it should be decent. Firing high explosive anti-tank, yeah, what an accident. So many noobs. You don't need high explosive AT. That gun has 297 millimeters of pin. You don't need gold shell. Really? You don't need it unless you're shooting at like Type 5 or something. But there you go, folks. I think it's a decent vehicle. If it's like frontline available all the time, it's actually pretty decent on front lines as a sniper. So you could play this thing as a pseudo. Holy crap, what the hell? Destroyed 3 artilleries in one battle. So I think it's a relatively decent vehicle in open field maps. And that's the kicker, in open field maps. If it's not, well, corner maps you have to play a little bit more passively. So hang around other mediums or heavy tanks and wolf pack. Is it worth it grinding all the way to tier 10 as a whole line without any other branches? I mean, originally, if you don't know where to shoot the A44, that was pretty good. But nowadays, it got, you know, everybody knows where to shoot, so it doesn't matter. The 416 is more like a tank destroyer, so firing high explosive AT, a lot of DPM, a crazy DPM for a tier 8. They nerfed the 430 version number 2, and I don't know. I lost money? Oh, that sucks. How many shots did I miss? Depending on the usage of money. Yeah, half my shots didn't even pin. Obviously, I will lose some money, obviously. And my tank got damaged from the 268. But going down the line, from the A44 to 416 to the version number 2, 430 version number 2, they nerfed the armor on this thing. The top turret now has 180. Ugh! That's gross. That is real gross. Accuracy sucks. Oh my god. Yeah. Jesus, you nerfed this thing like a lot. Why do you nerf the accuracy? And aim time is 2.9. Holy shit. That's terrible. So right now, if you already have the 430 version number 2, better make sure you don't like have enough XP for the K-91 because yeah, holy crap, this gun got nerfed. I mean, like if you nerf the armor, sure, don't nerf the gun. You nerf double package, double whammy. That sucks. I mean, compared to the T-54 with this vehicle, Jesus Christ. Hold on. But you need 250,000 XP stored on the 430 version number 2, just to be sure, just to be safe. Otherwise, you might want to sell this thing. You might. But compare this to this gun. I mean, yeah, aim time is long. Accuracy is about the same, but you have the penetration. Okay, penetration is alright, but you're not going to crank out as much DPM as the T-54. And if you're going to compare the actual sniping gun, the sniping gun has better accuracy, better aim time, not as much penetration, but in the end, just fire high explosive AT. Not as much rate of fire though. But I don't like this gun mainly because it's 100mm with a 2.9 seconds aim time. That is long. That is god awful. That is like the 122 on the T-34-2, T-34-2, T-34-3, or like the Indian Panzer, the original Indian Panzer with the 90mm. That's just god awful. It takes super long to aim, but this vehicle is decent. I mean, the aim time on this gun, very fast. Very, very fast. Accuracy is also good. Penetration is good. Shell velocity is very fast. So, it's a dramatic step up from Tier 9, the nerf version of the 430 version number 2. Maybe they'll buff it. Maybe they realize it's too big of a nerf. But currently on the live server for 1.0.1, the 430 version number 2 has a great turret. You can brawl with it. Now you cannot brawl. Yeah, you do not brawl with this vehicle. It has 220, yeah, 140, but as you see, it gets penetrated. The first round with on the American or the gigantic digger map, I don't know what it's called, but you snipe across the map, shoot at this part of the turret, still pins. Doesn't matter much. So I would recommend rammer, vertical stabilizer, and coda optics. You can also put like rammer, coda optics, and vents to overkill. You don't really need the vertical stabilizer if you're going to snipe all the time. So rammer, coda optics, vents to overkill stuff. But I like shooting on the move, and shooting on the move with this vehicle is not that bad, so I put vertical stabilizer. But it's up to you. But the camo is pretty good. Let's compare this to the Bad Chat. I have a good crew with the Bad Chat, and that's pretty much the main comparison. Where the hell's my crew? Return crew. There they are. So with the Bad Chat, yeah, put like stuff on it. I don't even have concealment. I don't even have the exterior put. So put all the camos, all the crew training with the camouflage. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And the view range and stuff. So there you go, folks. The K-91. Next up, we'll play with the Object 277. And the 277, in my opinion, is like the WZ-111 5A. It's like a Russian version. So the upper plate is relatively strong. As you saw, I'm trying to shoot through the upper plate with the K-91 with 270mm of pen at close range. Does not pen. So the upper plate should be strong, but the lower plate, yeah, just penetrate the lower plate. And I'll retrain the crew. And next up, we'll play with this vehicle. But thank you guys for watching. This has been a review or impression of the K-91. Decent enough. Open field maps, excelente, but it's not quarter maps. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.